Hello you guys, my name is Jaden. I'm the small business owner of Nixpo Crochet here on this enchanted corner of the internet. Welcome back to my channel. Today guys, it's going to be one of those very long marathon like crochet videos. It is my graduation week. Well, it was last week. And this week we are starting my graduation plans, my invitations, and of course a part of that, the main spectacle of my graduation is the party, and I will be making a graduation dress, and that is what this video is going to be all about. This will be the most money I have ever spent on a project. I spent exactly $252. That is an insane amount. But the main reason is that this is going to be one of those long sleeve dresses. It's going to be striped, it's going to have ruffles, it's going to be very, very striking, because of course that is my thing, right? I love to do striking looks. Now before I get into the supplies and all that, I said that I was going to make a statement related to Nixpo. I mentioned it in my last video. So the business side of Nixpo, of course we have the content creation, which we are watching right now. We have YouTube, TikTok, those are the main platforms that I'm really active on. I do have a store, and the thing that's currently going on right now is I have made a decision that I do want to move out the country, and I've mentioned that I would like to move to Ireland or the Netherlands, and I am starting college, right? And so I am struggling on which major I would like to pick, but I would like to pick a major that not only can make me a good amount of money considering the state of the economy right now, make me a good amount of money, and make me a good amount of money in Ireland as well. I don't want to choose a degree that's gonna give me basically nothing when I move over there. I want a degree that's gonna like transfer really nicely over in Ireland. Of course, if when I move to Ireland, I don't think I would like to carry my business Nixpo over there, the store website, the business. Of course, I'm going to continue this, the videos, YouTube shorts, content creation, but I don't want to carry that over. I have done a bit of a soul searching, like crocheting, knitting, all of this started out as a hobby, of course, just like most people's dreams do. They start out as hobbies. Same with my music, it started out as hobbies, and with each one I have attempted to make them into a career, and the career side was the business, right? The business, the store, Nixpo, and doing these shop drops, all of that, planning them. It was really, really fun at first, of course, and then just like how all content creators, business owners say, just like how they all say, don't turn your hobbies into a job because you're eventually going to hate them. And that is the exact thing that happened. Like, I have grown to really I really liked planning the shop drops. I really liked planning everything and customizing my website. When it came to actually like distributing out the items, trying to get them to sell, and then repeating that process over every like 3 months, it's no longer fun. It sucked all the fun out of it, just like they always say. And I know you guys were like, well, Jaden, literally all like the business owners say don't turn your hobbies into a career or your job. And I genuinely thought like, well, it's different for me because I really, really like this. Like, I crochet, I knit every single day, and so I thought it would be like the opposite for me. I was like, oh, that's not gonna be the case. It was the case. So I am no longer continuing my store, not only because I want to move to Ireland and I just don't want to carry that over, it's also because it's no longer fun for me. It's just not. Now this is very fun. The videos, the content creation is very fun, and I just like it. So it's pretty much a hobby now. It's back to being a hobby. It's no longer like aspiring to be a job. I will keep my store active all the way until the end of July, and I am planning to start college in August. So I will keep my store active all the way until the beginning of August, and that is when I will completely delete it, and all the leftover products I'm gonna just put them on sale throughout the months of June and July. They're just gonna be really, really cheap. Let's see what I get sold. If nothing sells, that's okay. honestly, what I'll probably end up doing is unraveling everything and just putting it back in my yarn stash. So whichever happens, I'm cool with, you know. My store will be open for June and July, and then after that it will no longer be there. There will no longer be a website. I'm just gonna delete everything. So that is the big adjustment, the big change that I was talking about in my last video. So now that we have gotten that out the way, to put up photos of what the structure and how this dress is meant to look so striking. So here's going to be the bust portion, my midsection. That's of course going to be the front and the back. And we are going to be alternating between two colors, just like how you see in the photo. I'm going to be alternating between this beautiful wisteria pink, wisteria purple, and then this pink. I believe I have 15. The reason why it was so expensive is because this one is alpaca brie and this is $13, this right here. So that is why it looks so expensive. These ones I believe are currently $4. So we are going to be alternating between these two. Last time I bought this exact color, it was more bright. Here, I want to show you. I'm pretty sure these are the same thing, but you see this one's more vibrant. I'm not sure what's up with that. Maybe they have changed it, or maybe they're not the same thing. Actually, I don't think they're the same thing. Alpaca blaze, I swear they're the same thing. You see this one's brighter. That's what I was hoping for. I wanted like this bright purple and this soft pink, and now I just have like a soft pink, soft purple. You see the contrast? I'm not sure why it came out that way, but we're just gonna go with it. I mean, it's not that big of a difference. And also with Hobby, you get points every time you purchase something. I was at like maybe 1,500 points, and you get to get some free stuff. And I was saving my points to get this like one of those pretzel twist wool yarns, but I was like, you know what? I think I want these buttons instead. And so I got these for free with my points, and I'm gonna use this on another project. It's gonna be like the Tinkerbell skirt. I'm just gonna call it that because I'm taking my inspiration from this TikTok creator, but I will mention their ad and all that once that project comes about. So I guess the next step is to go ahead, do my magic ring. I do want the center opening because I might put a charm in the middle. We're just gonna go ahead and start. It's a rainy day, and honestly I am prone to work extremely fast on a rainy day because I mean, I guess I really like rain. I like rainy days. So we're gonna get a lot done today. I can promise you that. Let's just hope I don't run out of yarn like how I did with my knitting.
guys, so right at this second I have finished the piece that is meant to cover the bust portion, and I am now trying to figure out what is the best way to contour it on my body, and I end up putting it on the mannequin. I'm using that to measure, and you guys will see what I end up doing next. This part was the trickiest.
Alright guys, so I had to change for this little segment so I could give you guys like a better view of how this is meant to look. So let me move it. We are done with the first piece. My back side is going to be completely out. It's going to be one of those dresses. The further along I get with this, the more excited I'm getting. So basically I want this to stop right here, and then we want it long enough so that I feel like I'm gonna need pins. And then we're gonna try and like, I think I'm gonna have to add more clips. Hold on. Yeah. Ooh, I'm poking myself. That hurts. I'm gonna clip there, and then add a clip here. This is the only way I can out. And then we pull it down. Is that in the center? That should be in the center. Right in the center. And then we pull it down, and this is where the dress part starts. So you see this right here, I'm gonna have to figure out a way how to fix that. I'm gonna mark here because I'm gonna have to make a chain strip that goes all the way to the other side. I'm gonna mark here. I'm actually gonna tie like some stitch markers, and then I will start with the sleeves. We're gonna start with the sleeves. Here is where my arm's eye starts. Here's where my, it's gonna go here. Here's where my arm's eye starts. Here's where my arm's eye ends. I'm gonna add kind of like a drawstring maybe so that I can cinch it and so it isn't deformed. Okay guys, I think I figured out something. So because it's a circle, of course, there's loose ends, right? This is the only way that I'm able to contour it on my body nicely is if I put these little folds on here. This is the only way. So I am literally going to take my glue gun and I'm going to glue each fold, and then I'm going to mark those pointers again, and that is where I'm going to start the arms and the sleeves. I really wanted this to be tight, so this is the only way, and it's kind of like trippy. I like it. I don't know why, but I feel like this is going to be a piece that's going to like mimic my aura a little bit. The waist part is what's bigger. This is correct, but everything else is slightly bigger. But that's okay. We can work with that. All right, so I have mapped it out. So basically, my arm's eye, I measured my arm's eye. It is 25. So I cut a string that is 25 inches long. I cut a string that is 25 inches long, and I mapped it out. So that's how big my arm's eye needs to be. And I went ahead and did the same for the other side. So that's how big my arm's eye is. For the neckline, I measured this, it's 27. You see how the back is out? That's how we want to keep it that way. And so this is 27, and I need to get it to 32. So basically what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to cut a longer string, and that's 32 inches long. And this is gonna have to sit down here so that I don't feel like I'm choking, and so that I can also get it on over my head. This is what we have after we have glued down those folds, and you can't even tell there's folds because after it's been stretched out, you guys saw how baggy it was before. I made the folds so tiny and minor so that once you stretch it out, you can't even tell. So this is how it's gonna fit on me. Actually, I think the arm's eye thing, I'm gonna go ahead and clip it onto myself. Just so, the worst thing is when you have a really tight arm's eye, and when I have tight arm's eye, it makes me sweat. So I want to be as accurate as possible. And I also love that it's nice and low so that my boobs don't end up showing, you know. But it's going to be stretched out out and it's gonna be fitting nice and snug. Beauty is pain, but guys, this hurts so much. The clips, they're so pokey. I feel like I'm being stabbed. Anyways, I'm now creating that base chain. I am doing it while it is on me because of course I want to be as accurate as possible. The worst thing that you can do is make a really tight neckline and you feel like you're choking. So this right here, I'm using that as a map to go all the way around. Getting so excited. So like I said, I want a nice uniform neck but not too tight. So I have done the straps. So of course my arm side is gonna come all the way back here and all my back is gonna be out. So, oh my god, I'm gonna look so snatched at my grad party. I need to figure out what my necklace and my earrings are gonna be. And I don't have a pair of heels yet. So I gotta figure it out. But I have some time, 2.5 weeks, I think. So I got time. If I need to order something, I will. Yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Before I start the sleeves, I actually want to go ahead and make the waistband for the dress part. Hi guys, it is now somewhere around the middle of the week and I completely just went crazy and I straight up just like kept going and going and going, and I did not make time to film. That's okay because I have one more sleeve to make anyways. I am super exhausted and tired, and it's not really from crocheting, it's from work. But anyways, I'm back with an update, and as you can see, we have one sleeve complete. I'm not sure why. I feel like it's a little big. The shoulder piece is a little big. I should have started my decreases earlier. What I didn't want to happen is that this armhole was going to be really tight. I hate a tight arm's eye. And I was trying to explain that, but I think I made it a little too loose. I could have made it tighter. Today is Tuesday. Wednesday, we will start on the second sleeve. So we will see where I stop at. Long time no see. I've been putting off updates because it's been storming and I'm trying to get the best lighting for you guys, but it's been storming and storming and storming, and guess what, it's storming today again. So I'm just gonna go ahead and update you guys. I went ahead and did the second sleeve. So this is truly what it is supposed to fit like. I'm gonna put my hair up so you guys can see everything. This is what the sleeves look like. All right, and of course, like I said, I wanted my back to be out. And of course, once the dress part is complete, it's gonna weigh this down so like it doesn't keep scrunching all the way up, and this will keep scrunching up. So once that's weighed down, it's gonna fit perfectly just like this. Look how trippy that looks, guys. That looks insane. I hate a tight neckline, and so I'm so happy that I got the neckline perfect. So all that's next to do is to research how I'm going to do this mermaid tail. Hello you guys, so time for an update. Now I'm still in my pajama dress. It's 12 o'clock right now and I am extremely tired. My ADHD and everything upon that, like my cycle, is making me tired. Like I am functioning at like 5%, and it's been like that for the past month, and I'm starting to think I have like sleep apnea or something. I'm tired all the time. I could sleep for 24 hours straight and still wake up tired. I don't know what that is, but I did not do that today. I got my ass up at 8 o'clock. That's as early as my body will let me wake up. And I was like, by all means, this dress needs to be finished on time. For now, let me just show you the progress. So this is what we have. And at first I was like really confused as to how the stripes should look on the very bottom. I was like, should they be very thin like the sleeves, or should they be huge? And of course I wanted to, you know, not mimic but kind of mimic the picture. That's kind of the look I was going for. But I kind of wish that I just followed the pattern of the sleeves. Like I don't like the big stripes. I just don't think it fits because it kind of looks a little uncoordinated, but I think it still works. So you see we went into like the nice big stripes, right? And I feel like I should have kept the skinny stripes. I don't know. You see how it kind of like is with the vibe a little bit? Like it's cute, but I just, but that's the update, guys. I'm so happy it fits perfectly. Okay, guys, I just had like a last minute idea. I can make a bag in a day, easily a couple hours, especially crocheting one. And I genuinely feel like I'm gonna have maybe 2 extra days before the event. I think I'm gonna finish early. So if I do, I know I'm gonna have leftover yarn. I always have leftover yarn because I always overestimate. I hate having to reorder, you know, and wait a week, yada yada. So I know I'm gonna have leftover. And if I have leftover, I'm going to make a matching purse. Now I'm deciding, should it be a striped mini bag? I want it to be a mini bag. Should it be striped? Should it be spiral? I feel like it should be spiral, you know, because I'm going for a striking look. Solid is just too basic for me. I'm just not, it's too basic. I think we should do a spiral bag. How cool would that look? You know, remember I got these for free from Hobby. 2 of them I think I'm gonna put on the dress, and the other 2 I could put on the purse. How convenient would that be? Let's see how fast I finish. I have it long enough to where it's now time to start the design. And I'm going to do something that I've never done before. I've done some research and I have not seen anyone do this. So this is gonna be like experimental territory. So you see I decreased on the sides. I don't want to decrease anymore because I think it's going to be uncomfortable when I try and sit down. So this is as tight as it's going to get. And then at the very beginning and end of a row, I'm going to decrease, and that is going to cut off and kind of like make it into a triangle. I'm assuming that's how you do that. That's what I'm going to try. Now, if I have to start over, I will, but I don't really want to, because we still have a time limit. to the very last row. This last 2 rows, along with this last row, these last 3 rows I should say, of quadruple whatever crochet and double crochet took me 4 hours. I'm not even finished. This is where I'm stopping. I need a break because of course the dress is going to give a mermaid tail, and we're at the widest part of the dress, and it took me 4 hours to do this alone. So I'm gonna stop. Yesterday I worked on the dress from 1 p.m. all the way till 12 in the morning, which is today. Today I've done a total of 4 hours. I think this dress is gonna come out to like 50 or 45 hours work total, but you guys will see footage of me making the purse, and I will show you the finished result. When it comes to the dress, I won't show the finished result just yet. I'm going to wait until the day of the party, yada yada yada. Now you're mine, you know this, impeccable smile, you know this, vibration miles, you feeling so shy, they slowly leave. That's why I'm into this, slowly giving in, this time of Hi lovelies, I'm back with an update. So I have work, but over the past couple of days I've been trying to figure out which granny square I'm gonna use for the purse that I'm gonna make. And so I have gone with this puff stitch granny square. I believe I have 9 of them right here. Gonna be diamond shape. So on the bag it's gonna look like this. It's gonna be a diamond shape. And I just need to make, I think, 4 more. I need 13. And then we can get to assembling. Guys, I'm trying to leave my retail job. And so tomorrow I have an interview. I'm gonna try working at a daycare. I love kids. They're so funny and they're so fun to be around. And you don't have to deal with toxicity of adults, grown adults, you know. Those who work in retail, you know what I mean. Grown folks, 55-year-olds, they're quite immature for their age. Blah, blah, blah. It's the whole runaround, the whole, what you call it, stereotype. The stereotype is true. It is true. So trying to get out of there. Wish me luck. You know, I think it's gonna go fine because I got an interview the same day I submitted my application. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, tomorrow we will assemble the bag, and I believe that is the last project to complete this entire look. And then the next time you see me, the party will be going up. Guys, I have finished the granny squares. Took longer than I imagined. I don't know why it took me a minute. 13. They look so pretty. So now we just have to assemble them. So it is the day before the party, and there's a couple things that we need to do, hold on, I have something in my eye. What we need to do, we need to grab refreshments. We need to grab refreshments, like little, we're thinking like Chick-fil-A, the mini Chick-fil-A minis, we're thinking those. And then we need to grab the cake. I'm choosing a lemon raspberry bun cake. I love lemon raspberry and lemon blueberry flavors. They're just so good. And then we need to grab that. We need to grab decor today. Aside from getting prepared for the party, I need to customize the shoes. So as I was putting the look together, I'm gonna wear these like little ballet flats. Mom was like, you can't wear those outside. They have a backing. I think it's fine. They're obviously shoes. Wish me luck because it's been raining a lot. But as I was putting everything together, the pink was kind of throwing it all, considering that everything was pink and purple. And so it was throwing the look off. So I'm gonna add purple bows, just like that. I need to do that. I need to customize the shoes. And then to pick out my makeup look. I never film my makeup routine or anything like that because my makeup routine is very messy. Because it's a special occasion, tomorrow I'm going to film it for you guys for sure. And then my hair. So this is not what we're going with, of course. I would love to be over the top and extra. So I want my hair to look like Daenerys Targaryen. I'm gonna put up a photo right here where she has like these luscious curls and then she has like almost like Viking braids or something like that. I want to do my hair like that, and so I have to figure out how to maneuver this. This is a synthetic wig. I bought this I think 2 weeks ago, and it's time to wash it. It's time to wash my own hair, and we need to go ahead and get that done as well. And then this, it's quite unrelated, but I'm changing around my room just a little bit. I was gonna do like a whole room makeover situation and I was gonna film it, but considering that I'm about to go on dorm in the fall, there's no point literally to spend $1,000 on a room makeover, and I'm not even gonna be living here. So, but I at least want to put out my posters. Echo from Arcane, he's my favorite character. Not Wednesday, this is Vi. We have Vi. I want to put these up today or tomorrow. Wednesday, I forgot to get the God of War or the God of War Ragnarok, and I forgot to print out House of Dragon or Game of Thrones. I forgot to print out those. So I have to print out those as well. And then my Deftones. So I'm missing God of War and I'm missing Game of Thrones poster. And I'm worried. I want to purchase the Swords of Chaos. Kratos' swords, Blades of Chaos or whatever. They are like $100-something, but I'm worried like I won't be able to take them to Ireland with me. I'll be so sad. And if I can't take it with me, I'll be so sad. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. The things we need to complete today, I'm going to take you guys along with me, and we will get this done as quick as we possibly can. I have the dress shielded from view of the family. It is completely covered. No one can see it until the day of the event. We have fixed the shoes, so now they are purple and pink, and now they match the dress. I finished the wig. It took a little over 2 hours, and the curls are not perfect, but you know, this is just what we're working with, and it's good enough. So Daenerys curls, they're kind of like, they're swirly, but they're big swirly curls. And the best I could do was a crimp iron and then hold the clips like this. And then, so it could, it's synthetic hair, so the shape never holds. You kind of have to manipulate it a bit. Once you take the clips out, it keeps that crimped look. And then I've just been like finger combing it so it doesn't look so sharp and harsh. So I just like finger comb it. And the 3 braids, I had to use hair gel because of course it's synthetic hair, so it's very spiky. To keep it from being very spiky. This was very easy to do. Like, I think I could wear my wigs like this like every day. It's very easy. What took so long was the curls, like having to crimp and then add the clips and add the clips and add the clips to each layer. And it's a side part wig, so it doesn't look quite like Daenerys. I believe Daenerys, she kind of has like a middle part. I don't think it's a side part, but it's good enough for me. So now that the hair is done, I'm going to do my nails next.
So here is the nail color and the jewels that I chose. I don't normally wear green, but I was like, let me try something different. I got a lot of compliments on my nails at work and at the party. Just in case you guys were curious what the invitation looked like, of course, my theme was Wednesday, and Wednesday, there's a lot of like gothic Victorian aspects to it, and so that was basically my goal. The lace, the black and white, I used like white chalk markers, everything I got from Hobby Lobby, and I sent them out just like this. My handwriting was not this messy. The chalk and the paint markers were so blotchy.
The hair is not yet complete, but I'm gonna do my makeup now, and I am going to do my best. I'm gonna do a very basic look, and I was gonna say that beware. My makeup routine is very, very messy.
Alright, you guys, in the next clip, you guys will see the finished look. Now, I am trying my best to get the best camera angles. My house is a little dim, but I believe I made it work. You guys will see all the details once I go outside, and I'm so glad that it came together nicely. I was really worried that it was going to come out baggy, but that was not the case. And the party went very, very smooth. Of course, it was like Wednesday Enid theme. I had the black dahlias, the dresses meant to represent Enid, of course. I feel like this is something she would definitely wear. I hosted a paint and sip. We did like Chick-fil-A mini sliders, lemon blueberry sourdough muffins. If you have not tried those, it is a must. I have this lady, she makes them locally in my neighborhood. If you're a lemon blueberry fan, you have to try them. But I had about 10 people at my party. We all painted the same thing, and it was just wonderful. There was a little competition. You know, who doesn't like a little competition? But anyways, we are at the end of the video. I hope this video has inspired you. That is what these videos are meant to do. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, lovelies.